Stylist Wits.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Saturday night. Welcome to Game Show Night, where we sit back, hopefully have a little fun, a few laughs, give out a few goodies, which I know is why everybody's here, right? Because everybody likes the goodies. If you don't like the goodies, I'm worried about you. All right, that's, for some reason, that thing is beeping too much, or bouncing too much, and I don't know why. But welcome to the show, YDG. I like that, YDG, just rolls off the tongue. Oh, I hope everybody had a good end of the week period. Still stressing out, but what can you do? Although I try not to show it, but sometimes it just doesn't work that well. As you can see, I kind of finally got the light overhead working so I can see what I'm writing.
Think it's just me so far.
And I'm not writing in the dark. Oh, just you. Well, there goes the app. I knew it was going to die sooner or later. You don't know how much I have to like race to get everything done. Just before the app croaks. Come on, Sony, it's not that hard. The AR Studio was perfectly decent and it don't work. Hey, Fatality, what's up, my man? So I'm hoping you guys are having a good Halloween month to start with. I want you guys to know, I was going to do tonight as the first Halloween set of games. Finding trivia for Halloween, horror movies, horror novels, monsters, what else is in there? International Halloween traditions. It is not that easy to do. I think I have completed 6 shows with a Halloween theme. Which means I've got to get the one for I got to get one for Tuesday. I got to get one for next Saturday. I won't be on the following Tuesday because work obligations, or at least I don't think I'll be on. I got to come up with one for the following Saturday, so that's 3. That's the 14th we're up to. Then 2 more the following week. That's 6. Then I got the whole. I was going to do the whole planned week. And that means I got to come up with at least 11. And I'm actually halfway there, I guess. Well, I can't figure out what I do with my spooky lantern. Oh wait, there's my spooky lantern. Although the batteries are going dead in it. Yeah, the batteries are about croaked in this. Let's replace the batteries.
Think of your death as eternal sleep, complete with eternal nightmares.
And the ghost book is back out. That's the one thing I do bring out for the Halloween month.
How's it going, everyone?
Oh, everything is doing well so far today. No major issues, no major complaints. There we go. Alright, we want to do spooky Halloween-y. We're going to do ghost stories, right? Wait a minute. We're going to try to do some ghost.
Hello.
Okay, now you can tell some ghost stories, Fatality. Actually, I don't like it when it's sirening. We'll do it the other way. There we go. Now you can tell your ghost stories.
Must you stick your nose into my business? I'm trying to write a horrific novel, and you have just become the tragic ending.
Hey, Flop, how are things going? So we're waiting for Fatality's ghost story.
Fatal night of terror, full of error dancing in my head. Hello MRS Yoda and MR Fatality.
That sounds more like a computer programming story than a ghost story. It really does. It sounds more like a computer programmer story. Hey, bros, what's good? Alright, I need some light back on. So, Fatality's ghost. We're going to have to work on Fatality's ghost story telling skills.
On full screen when it was flashing Q.
Yeah.
Hi, bros.
There we go. Look at that. I finally got the lights fixed so I can see when I'm writing down scores and stuff.
Hello.
Well, knowing Bubbles, if she happened to be watching it, she's going to be yelling at me because I had it going and she hates anything that flashes.
It was a stormy night. 3 teenagers was missing in my neighborhood.
This kitchen in the stew pot, right? That's his special seasoning.
I can't have it flashing.
Now, Bubbles is the same way. If I got something that's flashing and she can see it, it kind of bugs her a lot. Besides which, you're only supposed to use the flasher for legitimate emergencies.
Arrest me.
Well, that depends, Chris. Which
MR list Wits.
Heineken?
Next
Heineken
Sunday,
in a bottle.
I'm going to casino for my birthday. I will be flopping like a fish.
Yeah, Bubbles is the same way. She can't watch certain movies because if they start flashing on her, she kind of has that sort of thing going. Which casino, bros, and which game?
You wonder what I put in my chili. Ask me where the 3 teenagers are.
See, I told you, they're in the stew pot.
No.
Special seasoning. Now, I was going to bring the professor out tonight, but apparently he decided he was having a bad hair day, and he told me he couldn't make it. I was going to bring the professor out tonight, but the worst thing was I saw him upstairs and he just like took off.
Low got one right here, want something extra fatality. Soup of some young teens.
Well, see, it's called hormonally increased soup.
I love your weight, Dan.
That's what he calls it. He calls it his hormonally increased soup. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Turning Stone Casino in NY, probably bingo.
Oh, see, if I do bingo, I gotta go. I would go to the VFW. If I go to the casino, it's blackjack for me. Blackjack I can play. But I haven't been to a casino in...
Adolescent stew. I am not going that far. I can go. MMM soup, pineapple soup, big smile.
They say when you're not really a regular gamble, play craps, and you just don't do anything but pass or don't pass. And if you know what you're doing, you go play the other ones. But to me, if I'm in the casino, the game you got the best chance of winning is blackjack. I think it's like 47-53 for the house, or 53-47 for the house, if I remember the numbers rightly. Everything else is...
What's your favorite 80s pop star to stock?
Everything else is like totally weighted toward the house. So it's one of those things that...
It's called creative writing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 7:10, which means it is pretty much time to get things started for y'all. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, we start with the four-letter word. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for the four-letter word. That goes right down the middle.
It's Tiffany.
I found my stool
Rolling
leg.
expansive imagination, emoji clinking beer mugs.
So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for the four-letter word that goes right down the middle. The first letter will complete the first word. The second letter will complete the second. The third will complete the third. And the last letter will complete the last word. Nope, not L's, Eminem.
Gold. Seoul. Lists.
One too many letters, Yoda. One too many letters. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for the four-letter word. It drops right down the middle of the board. Each letter will complete the word that goes across the middle.
Lust.
Oh, Mark cleans it up early tonight.
Bills.
Mark cleans it up early tonight.
Tills. Roofing.
Indeed, Mark, it was time. I'll be honest with you, I think there were only about like 12 legitimate combinations I came up with off the top of my head when I put this together. The S one was the one that was kind of throwing me.
Dang, Mark. Nice.
Sometimes they're harder words, sometimes they're easy words, sometimes there's a trick word in there, and sometimes it's just as simple as can be. But indeed, we had let's, male, smut, and bear. That's a really scary combination of words. And the four-letter word we were looking for was time. So we can clean that one up in about 3 minutes, if even that. More like 2.5 minutes. All right, Mark, with that, my friend, you get to take a shot at the combination on the ball. So, Mark.
I was close. I've seen all of those while delivering emoji flushed face.
Ah, but the key is having 4 of the letters, not just 2, my dear. Like I said, my favorite ones are when they're really obscure ones, and people will literally start going in alphabetical order for every letter they can think of, and they'll give me the letter right before it and the letter right after it, and they'll miss the one in between. 1940 is the combination to the vault tonight. 1940. And again, because the app's not working, I don't have the sound effects. And since the light is sitting over there, all I'll say is I'll let the ghost do the speaking for us.
Dear Diary, today I took 3 more lives.
Nope, Mark, sorry, 1940 is not the combination to the vault this evening. So if you guys keep track of the ones that keep getting guessed in the past, some of the combinations have come off. Let's see, how many are we down to? 7, let's see, 7, 56. We are down to about 3,960 possible combinations. Although officially now we're down to 3,959 since 1940 is not the correct one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we'll run our ad for tonight, and we are going to be asking 4 participants to participate in the closed game this evening. And the 4 participants that are going to get asked, so let me know if I give you your name if you're interested, is Yoda, Fatality, Hero,
Emmy, LOL.
And I'm going to say Flop.
Yes.
So you are the 4 that have been chosen. If you are interested,
I didn't do it. It was KTG that drunk your beer.
No, actually, I drunk the beer because I think I'm down to 6 in the fridge.
It wasn't me. I did it. I like beer.
But like I said, hopefully, and I use the word hopefully, I'll start having the Halloween / October / horror / monster games ready starting next Tuesday. But that just remains to be seen.
There's a bottle of a zebra. What we're playing?
The game flop is 25 panel quiz attack. It is a game that is similar. It's the Japanese game that we actually have. It is very similar to the games of Othello and Go. Yeah, there is. I just hadn't thrown it away. But I got so many of them right now, I don't think it's going to work. Because I haven't made my own beer in a few months. So I still got the iodine and stuff upstairs to clean it.
My IQ is Japanese. Hey all.
Hey HBK, how are we doing? So Fatality and Hero, are you guys in or not?
Be right back, restaurant breaks. S.
Hey, Smoker, what's good, my man?
I'm in. You so nasty.
Alright, Fatality is in, so we're waiting to see if Hero is in. Hero, you got 1 minute to say yes or no. If you don't give me an answer in a minute, we jump to somebody else.
Because I know I will be addiction. Did I miss anything yet?
About the only thing you missed is the 4-letter word, which means we still got the list to come up beforehand. I'm trying to get my 4 players for the 25 panel quiz attack before that. So you got time. You're waiting for Hero. We got about 30 seconds left for Hero. Then I go to the next person I had chosen.
Can you sec my YouTube out, bro?
I had you on my list to look at today, Smoker.
Game, so be patient with me.
But
I have played Othello.
But I didn't have time to check because I usually use like early part of Saturday to check out YouTube subscribers, to see if there's something I can plug in there. And I think you're next on my list to check. It's either you or who's the other one? You. There's 2 of them that are on my list. All right, Heroes. You got about 10 seconds. Oh, we haven't even gotten to we're not to the game yet because we still got the list coming up. And no, I actually changed this so you actually don't need it except for unless you cheat on the finals. As you guys will see shortly. Alright, no answer from Heroes. KTG, you are next on my list, my dear. Yeah, I'm kind of drawing it out because we got through the 4-letter word one so fast. Now, like I said, I will check it out. Like I said, I know you're on my list to check.
What's up, Buttercup LOL?
You're next on my list, my dear, for the invitees to the 25 panel game. Are you in or out? Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is one reason why you don't try to troll the host. Because if you do, you are not going to have the chance to play. It's one thing you got to learn. And I will give you an example. There are prizes in the prize pile that are worth up to $100 at the moment, $110. It just depends on what comes up with your picks. Alright, KTG says she is in.
Say no to a chance to fill up my nerd box. Emoji face with stuck out tongue. Who trolls
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I got to group.
Now that we got the 4 players, we will get to that part in a minute. But of course, as always, we always start off with the good part first that everybody can jump in on. And Miguel, if you show up or you catch the archives, I still need your mailing address. Because you did not send it to me.
YAYKTG.
I just did that.
Yummy LOL.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the list. And tonight's list we are looking for camp phrases. These are words and phrases that may have camp in it anywhere. Please note that every word and phrase makes a complete
Site. Rock. Space camp. Camp out. Band camp. Jesse. Summer. Fire. Camped out. Campinology. Camping by the fire. One time at band camp.
I gave that very serious consideration, Bob.
It's easier than reading
I really did, just to see if anybody would come up with it. Oh, I missed one.
Training camp. Camp songs. Girl Scout camp. Boy Scout camp. Boot.
Boot camp.
Boy Scout camp.
Now I'm going to be, I think number 1, 5, and 6 will be the hardest. We shall see.
Break camp.
Oh, see, I'm glad I didn't say 7.
Big smile.
Because I really thought about
Camp
saying
ladies.
7.
Foot in both camp. Base camp. Camp ghost stories. Camp comedian. Camp moto. Pitch.
Yep, I think I'm going to have to throw away my pointing stick.
Buddhist camp. Military. Day camp. Campus. Baseball camp. Making s'mores at camp.
But yeah, I really thought about putting at one time a band camp in there.
Pro camp. Camp tent. Camp David. Football camp.
So as said,
Revolutionary.
1, 5, and 6 happen to be the last 3. And
No
those were
camp Grenada.
those were the
LOL.
3 I thought would be the
Base
toughest.
camp. Sports camp. Camp pond. Camper soup.
Oh, the other leg on the other stool. Oh, KTG gets number 6 off the list. I was hoping that one would throw somebody. I was really hoping that was going to throw somebody. Now, like I said, I think since somebody took my one I thought was going to be the one that's going to throw somebody, I'm going to leave number 1 and will be the hardest. I really do.
Happy camper. Tisha Campbell. Camp Crusaders. If vain is a word, campaign.
Oh, somebody already tried campaign.
Melon camp. Camper van.
That's the other one I thought about trying, but because of the way he spells his name, I couldn't use it.
Friday 1/3 camp. Bree Bandit camp.
Now, remember that Friday the 13th camp for later. Not necessarily tonight.
Camp Crystal Lake.
There you go. Now, did you know,
Camp.
and because I was doing research for all my Halloween episodes, did you know that the producers did not want them to
Glen
use the
Campbell.
name
Prison camp.
Camp Crystal Lake? They had another name for it. I
Camp
want to say
David.
Green Mountain
Tension
Camp,
camp. Concentration camp.
but it was something I happened to learn either yesterday or today,
Cheerleader
putting together
camp.
all these horror questions.
Emily Van Camp. Camp Rock. Liberal camp.
I will tell you guys aren't even close on 1 and 5 yet. I will tell you that right now.
We have a Crystal Lake here. Basketball camp.
But yeah, I read somewhere that they didn't want to call it Camp Crystal Lake.
Camp
And
Blood. Base
I want to
camp.
say
Trailer park camp. Socialist camp. Nerd
in
camp.
the
Camp
first
Brown.
write it was Camp Crystal Lake. When they did the
Camp.
second rewrite, they changed it to
Camp
Green
Meeting.
Mountain Camp or Camp
Chess
Green
camp.
Mountain. I can't remember.
Sugar.
And when they did the third rewrite, the somebody just basically said it sounds all wrong. It basically sounds all wrong, and they changed it back.
Nudist cam.
Like I said, guys, you guys are not even on the right track on this one at the moment.
Scam.
Because campground I was going to put in there, and I'm like, no, I got too many easy ones, because I had campfire, I had space camp, and I had summer
went
camp.
to the campsite in Georgia where they shot the 6th Friday the 1/3.
We know where Emmingham's brain is working, don't we? But yeah, it's like, it's amazing what you learn about movies and writers and various things. Like, I learned that H.P. Lovecraft, so you guys are getting some hints as to where some of the questions are going to be going later, was literally broke. I mean, he had nothing to fall back on.
Counselor.
And if you know the magazine Weird Tales, he turned down the editorialship for it for some odd reason. He did not think he was good enough to be the editor. And it's amazing, because the Cthulhuism it's considered classic horror now.
Ernest goes to camp. Campus.
Oh, finally, Ernest goes to camp. I thought that one would come up earlier with this crowd. I like that, Mark. I really thought that one would come up earlier as a guess.
I want to meet Kane Hodder.
Kane Hodder. I'm trying to think of who that is off the top of my head. No, if there wasn't, I'm assuming Kane Hodder is an author. If there was an author I would want to meet in that genre, it would have to be Dean Koontz. I really think it'd have to be Dean Koontz.
Celebrity Cam.
Okay.
He played.
Oh, that was the. Before I forget, guys.
He scared me when I was little. Cambello.
I told you guys I went to the Toy Man show this past weekend. And one of the people that was responsible for the artwork in the Predator series was there. And I forgot to take a picture. So, Freddie, if you're looking, I apologize. They had the mask of the creature himself and the helmet mask there. And the guy was selling them for like $100 each, I think. And they got one of them signed. And it's like they said the guy was there, and me not thinking. I just keep going around. And all of a sudden as I'm leaving, I'm like, wait a minute, he just got that signed by somebody. And it's like, oh, I am an idiot.
Camp directing. Food in both camps. Fever.
Well, I will tell you guys are still not even close.
Camp in the Wits. Camp Auschwitz. Campsite.
Nope.
Camp Peachy. Worst thing that ever happened.
The worst thing that ever happened. And I know, it's like you feel so stupid when you leave a convention and you realize you could have gotten a signature from somebody.
Camp Hari.
And I'm like, what was I thinking?
Campus.
Ooh, I like that one, HBK. It fits the rules. but is not up there.
Foot in both camp.
Nope. I think Mark tried that one earlier. Fatality didn't work then, didn't work now.
Campground. Campery. Campground. Camp follower. Camp it up.
Nope.
Campanile.
Campanile.
Campus.
See, I'm trying. See, nobody tried. Well, I won't say what nobody tried because I know it's not there. Somebody tried that one earlier, Yoda, and I think the spelling of his name
Campaigner.
throws it off because I think he spells it M-E-L-L-A-N. I'd have to look. And since it doesn't make a word, it doesn't work.
KN works. Fight. Campbellport.
Hey, it's a play style. Yes, it gets people pissed off. Thank you, Mark. Because I knew he didn't spell it the right way, so I couldn't use him. Because I had him as a possible, and I went back and looked, and it's just like, I can't make it work.
Champion. It was me and I can't spell it. Mel-len-camp.it works. Campanula. LOL. Camphor.
Now there is a screwball one that I could have used and I passed on.
Camporium. Camphor.
And it would have fallen along the lines of that goofy word combination at the end that actually works.
Camped. Campery. Camp chair. Campanawana. Campana.
Nope. I see some good guesses in there, but not what we're looking for.
We hold you in our heart. We hold you in our hearts.
Wow! I think somebody's on the same wavelength.
And when we think about you. Campanology. I got a few camping bits on here. Nuke down 2000.
Oh, flop!
Camp Africa. Emoji multiple musical notes. Camp Town ladies sing your song doody doody. Emoji multiple musical notes. IT make me wanna fart.
I'm gonna
When
give
we
that
think
one
about
to you,
you,
Flop.
It make me want to fart.
I'm gonna give that one to you since you got the Camp Town part.
Camping
The
trail.
actual song is Camp Town Races.
Camp Granada.
And officially, I don't think that's the full name of it. It's, I want to go to the Camp Town Races.
It's I hope we never part. Now get it right or pay the price.
But because Flop threw Camp Town in there, I have to give him that one.
Carry on camping. Camphorated.
That was probably my favorite one on the list.
LOL. Campaign.
Now, I will say, number 5, it sort of breaks the usual rule about full words, but it doesn't break the rule. So I'm going to give you that much right now.
Campbellport. Hello mother, hello father, here I am at Camp Granada.
Wrong camp. It's Camp Hiawatha, I think. Or at least from the commercial, I remember it being Camp Hiawatha. Hello, mother. Hello, father. Greetings from Camp Hiawatha. No, it's not Hiawatha either. No, I think it might still be Camp Hiawatha. I think.
Camp Crusaders.
It is Granada.
It is Granada.
I remember Granada from 1, but I think the original commercial had it as Hiawatha. And somewhere along the line it changed. It changed from one or to the other.
My mom knows it by heart. Campbelltown. She can sing the whole thing.
Well, see, that's the funny thing is, like I said, I know there is a legitimate non-ad song for it, but I think the advertisement one was Camp Hiawatha. I don't remember what it was for. Was it for all detergent? I think it was for a detergent.
Zombie Camp.
Nope, not even close so far, guys.
Campball. Campies. Campo.
Nope. I'm trying to think if EC would count as a legitimate word.
Cheesecake sound good right now. It was ... It was for Downey.
Okay, it was for Downey. I was thinking all for some reason.
Training camp.
Nope.
Is this one of them? Or is it this one? Or this one? We'll find out in a moment.
All right. 3 minutes left, so I'll give you a hint. Think military. Think military.
Pow camp.
Nope, not a POW camp.
Boot camp.
Oh, Mark finishes it off, and indeed it is aide de camp. Aide de camp is basically any traveling officer that does the task for a senior officer that he's traveling with. So if you are doing so if you got a captain with the general, the captain is considered the aide de camp to the general, and so on and so forth. Oh, wow, this one is like a very limited list. Let's see who we got. We got Flop with 2, KTG with 2, Mark with 4, and HBK with 2. So 4 people with a legitimate chance. And as always, we start with the man or the woman that has the most correct ones on the list. And in this case, it will be Mark. And Mark gave us aide de camp, break camp, day camp, and space camp.
Good job, everyone.
And as Mark's first one that he got was space camp, we're going to start with the space camp. Is the space camp going to get Mark a shot at the mini prize list, or is it just going to leave him out in orbit? Oh, no, Mark, not there. And I can't seem to hold on to a pen for the life of me today.
My goal is to go camping this year.
I have been camping. I like my modern comforts too much. Now, if it's in an RV, I can live with it. But, yeah. Alright, Mark, that still gives you 3, which means we got to take one more off your list. And in this case, we're going to see if the kiddies get you going. Is day camp our winning camp? No, it is not day camp either. Alright, so basically everybody, it's a 1 in 4 shot basically. It is literally 20% chance, 25% chance for everybody. And with this one, we're going to start, since she's in the next game automatically, we're going to start with KTG. And we're going to see if Boot Camp is going to boot her right to another win. No, it is not Boot Camp. Now, the word I was thinking of that I was going to put on here to throw everybody off, oh, I just forgot what it was now. Campage. There is a legitimate word called campage, and I can't remember what it is. But it was so obscure, I just couldn't do it.
I got voted out of one chance.
Okay. Let's see if the break can get Mark a break. We're going to see if Mark breaks camp and walks away with the prize tonight. Is it break camp?
Come closer. Curious about my book? It tells the story of your unavoidable doom.
You heard him. Doom. Nope. Sorry, Mark. It is not break camp. And with that, we turn our attention to HBK. And we got camp out or campfire. They fall in the same general thing. We're going to see if he gets burned with a campfire. Oh, sorry, HBK. No prize behind the campfire. You just have to make do with the s'mores. And that leads us with Flop. Flop gave us my favorite one on the list, Camptown Races and Summer Camp. Now, I like Camptown Races. I'm kind of hoping it's behind there. So we're just going to see if, hello, Mother. Hello, Father. Here I am at Summer Camp. No prize for Summer Camp. So it's literally a 1 in 4 chance for everybody. And who am I going to start with? Let's start with the two people that got the big boxes over there, just to see if we just have to add something into the box. Is Donovan Minningham and his Campbell Soup, KTG's prize winner. Oh, sorry, KTG. Nothing to add to the box this game. Which leads us down to Flop, HBK, and Mark. Mark, your box is sitting over there. Let's see if the military serves you well with Aid the Camp. No, it does not. So it is down to Flop and HBK. And as HBK is one of my people I've had to send stuff to regularly, we're going to see if it's under the camp out. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, HBK. HBK claims the prize tonight. Congratulations, my friend. Which means I have to pay to send stuff to Canada again. So, HBK, with that, my friend, we have 69 small prizes in the mini prize pile.
HBK. Vote to the king.
So HBK, it is very simple. Which one of those 69 chests would you like me to open for you, my friend?
Emoji tongue, emoji fisted hand sign, with light skin tone.
Like I said, it just so happened it came down to the last two. I have picked ties where it's the first one I picked is what's behind. And there have been times when I pick it and it's basically doesn't get chosen until about 3rd or 4th on the list.
Good job, Hud.
So HBK, whenever you're ready, my friend, you give me a number between 1 and 69.
My lucky 13.
Number 13.
TY.
I know he's hoping it's nothing dragon-based, because then he has to give it to Canadian Chris. Let's find out what is in Treasure Chest number 13 tonight. Oh, come on. Don't break on me now. Oh, no wonder. I got two. I have to do two things. I got to end the old one and start the new one. And in box number 13, HBK, I think you made your wife happy again.
Holds the secrets of life. You take the secrets, I'll take your life.
As in box number 13, whoop, get back there. As soon as I get to the right drawer. You have claimed, HBK, one of the remaining mini dolphin statues. There you are, my friend. That is your... HBK making his wife happy with his lucky number 13 tonight. Oh. Gotta take my name and papers.
Happy one.
Hey, look at it this way. At least it's not dragons, right? So congratulations, HBK. The mini dolphin statuette is yours. I know there's still one more in the prize pile. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we have a couple of things. Whoop. Here we go. We have a couple of things to show off from the Battle Bin package tonight. It took me a while to figure this out, okay? Because the catalog was screwy. The catalog listed these items, whoops, as an individual item. And I'm thinking, why send only 2 cards? And then I realized
You show it again to her.
they show the Star Realms Colony Wars game. So this has already been added to the prize pile. This is another card deck game. That's the one thing I've noticed about Kickstarter. That's the one thing I've noticed about Kickstarter programs, is they do a lot of the card game Kickstarters. Now the other item, like I said, this is where I kind of got confused. Because according to the catalog, there's supposed to be another item in here. But it's not here. So they actually literally sent me 2 moon pies. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, they included moon pies in the Battle Bin package. Those I'm keeping. Those I may actually eat on air. And the other prize that came in the Battle Bin package, so there were only 2 games in this one, is the Epic Galaxies game. This was another one that was started on Kickstarter, I believe, or GoFundMe, I can't remember which. And it's actually, even for a small box, there's a lot of stuff supposedly in there. Because if you look at the catalog, which I just put back down, if you look at the catalog for this game, supposedly all of this is in there.
MPs.
All of that is supposed to be in there. And I'm thinking, okay, well, it's kind of small box, but we shall see. Because it's one of those where I'm thinking I really kind of need to open it, and I don't want to. Because according to this, there are like 5 mats in this box.
What is moon pie?
Moon pie are basically marshmallows surrounded by dried marshmallows.
Anything she didn't see, I think.
Yep, give me 1 minute, HBK, and I will show it again for you. But HBK, and I'll apologize if the lighting is off. I know you guys are used to me leaving it dark in here, or a little darker than normal. Whoop, there we go. The double dolphin statuette. It's about 2.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. Like I said, it's kind of hard to see.
I grew up on moon pie.
Oh, I grew up on moon pie and RC colas myself, because I can actually get RC colas again. But yeah, so it's like, there's one item that says it's in the catalog that's not in the box, but then the moon pies are in there. So it's like, I may have these on air. You never know. You never, ever know.
Dolphins LOL. They're using con LOL.
Alright, so we can close the mini one because we only need that once. But yeah, moon pies are basically,
I have them.
it's a southern thing kind of, but it is literally, like I said, marshmallows within marshmallows. They're kind of like dried marshmallows with moist marshmallows in the middle. That's the best way I know how to explain them, just off the top of my head. But yeah, it's kind of weird because, like I said, they put 2 of them in the box. So it's like, I have no idea what the condition they're in, but I may try it. On the air. Maybe brave.
I don't drink cola no more.
I still do, but it's like, I don't drink caffeinated cola during the week. On the weekends, I splurge a little. But only on the weekends.
Death as eternal sleep.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen.
Eternal nightmares.
For our close game tonight, we have Yoda's Dream Girl. We have Fatality. We have KTG, and we have Flop. Now, each of you guys will be a different color, just so we can keep things straight. Yoda is white. Or no, Yoda's red because we go from top to bottom. Fatality is green. KTG will be white. And Flop will be blue if the colors come up right on the screen.
Is there a game tonight?
There will be after this one, HBK. I do have one set up. Okay? Now the rules, they're simple. It's just like the game of Othello. The goal of the game is to capture squares by answering trivia questions. In the process, you're going to attempt to capture your opponent's squares by surrounding a single color in one row. The game will automatically start with square number 13. The first person to answer the question, it will turn to your color. Now, to make things a little easier, I've kind of changed this up a little. All the questions will be multiple choice.
Who will be lucky for?
And the reason I did is because I want to use the harder questions. I have to go multiple choice to get some of the harder questions up there. Okay? You all 4 can try to answer. However, if you answer incorrectly, you're locked out of the question and the next question unless somebody else gives a wrong answer after you. Okay? Box number 13, they will be able to choose which square they want to change to their color except for certain rules. And I only wrote 2 of them down, but there are a couple more. The box you choose has to be connected to a box that's already colored, diagonally, horizontally, or vertically. If you can capture another square, you have to take a box that will allow you to capture a square. If you can't capture a square, you have to take a box that will allow you to capture a square on the very next question. Okay? And to capture a square, you have to have 2 opposite colors on the ends of a row with only a single color between them. So here is the example. You see red, white, green, and blue. If red were to get the question, he could choose anything in the top row. Well, he could choose 1, 3, or 5 because those would allow a square capture. If he chooses 5, he captures the ones between them. If, for instance, it was white in 17, red in 13, and blue in 9, 5 would not be a capture because there are multiple colors in the middle of the row. This process will continue till we get to question 20. Question 20 is our panel attack question, which is basically you get to make 2 choices. And this is where we vary it a little from the Japanese game. A, you get to choose the square you want to capture first. Then you get to choose an opponent's square to uncapture, which basically turns it back to a neutral color. So yeah, we kind of varied it from the original in the Japanese game. In the Japanese game, they only do option 2, which is you basically uncapture somebody's square. Okay? After that, the game continues as normal for the last few questions. And after all the questions are answered, the player with the most covered squares wins the game. If there is a tie break or a tie, I've never had one yet. I'm hoping I don't ever do because I don't think I've ever encountered that situation. But if we get that, we'll see what happens when we get to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So here is the board. We have 25 questions, or 25 squares. And ladies and gentlemen, you 4, here is your first question. Which scientist was given credit for discovering the Big Bang Theory in 1927? Now it should take a couple of seconds, but the 5 choices should, or the 4 choices should come up here in a minute. Providing I didn't screw this up. Which scientist was given credit?
NBC.
It should have come up already.
Lemon tire.
Correct, KTG. It is George Lemaitre, which means that square number 13 is a white square. So that is KTG's square right now.
George's.
And basically what that means is whoever gets the next question will be able to choose any one of those squares that surrounds number 13. And I got to check something real quick while I'm here because I want to see what I have the delay set to. So bear with me 1 minute while I check and see what I have the delay on this set to. Quit doing that. The delay is set to 5 seconds. Okay. It seems to take a little longer than 5 seconds for some reason. I don't know why. It just did. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is question number 2. Elde, a small island off the coast of Iceland, was said to be the killing site of the last of what pair of now extinct birds? Elde, a small island off the coast of Iceland, was said to be the killing site of the last of what pair of now extinct birds? And why are you not? Nope, it is not the dodo, KTG, which means you are currently locked out.
Turtle doves.
Nope, Flop, it is not turtle doves. Why is it not pulling up the... I don't know why it's not pulling. It's not pulling up my multiple choice answers for some reason.
Pterodactyls.
Alright, give me a minute. I gotta figure out why it's not pulling up my multiple choice options here.
Ox.
Correct, Fatality. I don't know why it's not doing it. It's not pulling them up like it should be. It is indeed the great ox. All right, Fatality. With that, my friend, we reset that. With that, Fatality, you get to choose anyone. Fatality chooses number 8, which turns number 8 to a green square. All right, ladies and gentlemen. The individual that is currently locked out is Yoda. You are locked out, my dear, from this question unless somebody gives a wrong answer. In Latin, it's known as wolfram. What is this mineral known as in English? In Latin, it is known as wolfram. So, Yoda's Dream Girl is currently locked out of the question. I need to change my order of names here so I get it in the right order.
Or tungsten.
Correct, KTG. It is indeed tungsten. There it goes. are cleared again to come back in now. And with that, KTG, you pretty much have one box you have to take, which is number 3. Because, again, you have to do a capture when available. And with that, you have captured Fatality Square. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here's your next question. What was the name of the German psychiatrist and neuropathologist credited with the first published case of pre-senile dementia? What was the name of the German psychiatrist and neuropathologist credited with the first published case of pre-senile dementia? Was it Alois Alzheimer, Ergon dementia, Alfred Legionnaire, or Albert Parkinson? There we go. Now I know why it wasn't coming up. So again, everybody is in on this. What was the name of the German psychiatrist and neuropathologist credited with the first published case of pre-senile dementia?
Some smart water, please. Emoji face with stuck out tongue and winking eye. Alzheimer.
KTG says it's Alois Alzheimer. Is it Alois Alzheimer? Indeed it is, KTG. It is indeed Alois Alzheimer. And with that, my dear, you get to choose anything in that U from 2 down to 17, 18, and 4 through 19.
Alzheimer.
So KTG, which of those would you like to choose? Oh, there's my pointy stick. So again, your choices right now, my dear, are down along this column, around and up.
2.
KTG takes option number 2. All right, guys. KTG running the table right now. But let's see what happens. We got a long ways to go. And here is your next question. Carinus, Puppis, and Vela are said to be constellations that represent the keel, deck, and sails
Gonna be a long night. Emoji please with earmuffs.
of what mythical ship? Carina, Puppis, and Vela are said to be constellations that represent the keel, deck, and sails of what mythical ship? And again, the reason I read it twice is you can throw a guess out there before the 4 choices come up, because I already had the answer. Is it Naglfar, the Argo, the Gunjalat, or the Kalush? KTG says it's the Argo. Is it the Argo? Yes, indeed it is, my dear. It is indeed the Argo. All right, KTG.
Argo. Argo.
With that, which square would you like to choose? So right now, your choices are 1, 4, 6, 7, 9, 12, 14, 17, 18, and 19.
It may be lonely, but it's a good number for this game. Number 1.
Number 1. Now, see, here's the thing. This is something I learned watching this. Number 1, the corner squares are not always the best squares to grab. because once you pick the corners, you can't capture anything in the middle. It's basically, KTG has to basically answer question 7 to get square 7. It's just one of those little things I kind of learned watching the videos. All right, here is your next question, ladies and gentlemen. What was the government program that was established on March the 1st, 1961 by Executive Order 10924 and was officially authorized by Congress on September 21st, 1961? So again, I will read the question off. What was the government program that was established on March the 1st, 1961 by Executive Order 10924 and was officially authorized by Congress on September 21st of that year? And your choices will be forthcoming.
Social Security, Peace Corps.
Oh, Flop trying to jump in there with a guess. Unfortunately, Flop, it was not Social Security. Was it the Peace Corps, as guessed by KTG? Indeed, it was. She's like a human Google machine at times, just to warn you. And with that, KTG, you get to choose one of the remaining boxes. The only ones you cannot choose right now are, well, let's do it this way: 4, 6, 7, 9, 12, 14, 17, 18, and 19. But no, Social Security was a long time before 1961. I want to say was it 1942? I know it, I just can't remember it off the top of my head. It's one of those little oddball facts I remember. No, I want to say 1939, actually.
Dear Diary, today I took 3 more lives, and I do believe number 4 is reading what I write at this very moment.
All right, KTG going to take number 7. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Probably, but dang autocorrect got me laughing.
That's why I didn't take it. Arnold Schwarzenegger's middle name is actually Alois, which in German is said to translate to what type of warrior? Arnold Schwarzenegger's middle name is actually Alois, which in German is said to translate to what type of warrior? No early guesses? Oh, nope, you're not going to sleep on me. Let's wake you back up. No early guesses?
Famous.
Oh, KTG in first with famous is the correct answer. Famous. Yes, indeed it is. It is indeed famous. KTG with the speedy internet connection. All right, KTG. Which square would you like to choose now? Basically, the only ones that cannot be chosen are the ones in the 5 column, in the bottom row, and the 16. Number 6. KTG trying to seal off that corner, lock everybody out, but things can change. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the next question. Originally, the creators of Google had created another search engine that went by what company name? Originally, the creators of Google had created another search engine that went by what company name? And your choices are as follows. Was it Scramble, Webhouse, Victor Search, or Backrub? Originally, the creators of Google had created another search engine that went by what company name?
Archie.
No, KTG, it is not Archie. You are currently locked out.
No laughing.
We have Scramble, Webhouse, Victor Search, and Backrub. Flop says it is Backrub. Is it indeed
Scramble.
Backrub? Indeed it is. So Flop, you got that one right, which means you get to choose.
Backrub.
I know which one the autocorrect was doing. With that, Flop, you can choose. Let's see, what can you choose? The only one that's connected you cannot choose is the 11 because you can't capture anybody on the next one. 11 and 19. Your choices are 4, 9, 12, 14, and 17. So you may choose any one of those. 4, 9, 12, 14, or 17, Flop. And try to make sure none of the others will allow you to capture. 4, 9, 14.
9.
Flop is going to take number 9.
Did they name Backrub?
I don't know why they named it Backrub. I really don't. All right, KTG is locked out of the next question. So this is your chance, guys, to put some damage in there. What is the name of the Snowball Battle Championship that originated in Japan, but now has annual tournaments around the world? What is the name of the Snowball Battle Championship that originated in Japan, but now has annual tournaments around the world? And here are your choices. Again, everybody but KTG is eligible. KTG, if they miss, you're back in. Kurawashiki, Shinjin-O, Shimbun Akahata, and Yukagasen. No, I'm sorry, you're not back in. You can't. Like I said, you're out of this question. Kurawashiki, Shinjin-O, Shimbun Akahata, or Yukigassen. What is the name of the Snowball Battle Championship that originated in Japan, but now has annual tournaments around the world?
Yukigassen.
Flop in with Yukigassen. Is it Yukigassen? Indeed it is. So Flop actually has to take square 17 on a capture because that's the only square he can capture. And with that, number 13 is also flipped. And KTG's lead has been cut in half. All right, everybody is back in on this question. And here is the question. In Kino, Balkan and Shinnei swords, I can never say this word. In Kino, Balkan and Shinnei swords are made from what material? in keno. And yes, that's the name of the skill. Bakken and Shinnei swords are made from what material? If I pronounce that wrong, I apologize to anybody that speaks Japanese, because I do know those are Japanese terms. And here are your choices. Are they made from iron, steel, bamboo, or plastic?
Wood.
Oh, you are right, Mark. Why does it say keno? It should say kendo. Shows how long since I've had these questions written up. That's a good question. Why the hell did I not catch that one?
Steel. Bamboo.
Flop says steel. Is it
Bamboo.
steel?
More wood, LOL.
No, it is not. Fatality says bamboo. Is it bamboo?
Waterless style game.
I know, it's like, I'm looking at it, it's like, I know that's not right. Now, what's the word I'm trying to think of to replace it? It's like brain spasm. It really was. Oh, so Flop is now locked out from the next question. Fatality. You may choose pretty much any square on the board. Well, you can even choose 11. I'm trying to see if there's... You can choose anything but 15, 19, 20, 24, and 25. So those are pretty much the only ones you cannot choose at the moment. 15, 19, 20, 24, and 25. All right, Fatality takes number 12. I got to go back and look at that. All right, Flop is not locked out of the next question, ladies and gentlemen, because Flop was the last incorrect answer. And here is the next question. Who is believed to be the first international dictator to be abducted and prosecuted in the USA for drug crimes? Who's believed to be the first international dictator to be abducted and prosecuted in the United States for drug crimes? And here are your choices, ladies and gentlemen. Now I know why the choices weren't coming up. It makes more sense. Is it Omar Torrijos of Panama, Manuel Noriega of Panama, Rafael Carrera of Guatemala, or Agustin de Iturbide of Mexico? KDG says it is Manuel Noriega. Was Manuel Noriega actually the first international dictator? Indeed he was. He was indeed the very first dictator to be abducted and prosecuted in the United States for drug crimes. All right, KTG. With that, your choices are 18, 19, and 10. Those are the only three you can choose. 18, 19, and 15. Sorry. 18, 19, 10, and 15. See, it's the one thing I've learned I got to like really keep an eye on the board to see what can actually do a square capture. And with that, we put Flop back in the game. Number 18. And with that, she captures 2 squares off the board.
2 for 1.
2 for 1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the next question. And the next question is as follows. There are only 2 countries in the world that include a dragon on their flag. One is Wales. What is the second? There are only 2 countries that include a dragon on their flag.
Chicken Winnie.
One is Wales. And what is the second? And the choices are as follows: Bhutan,
Bhutan,
Malawi, Trinidad and Tobago, or Indonesia. KDG is in with Bhutan. Bhutan. Is Bhutan the answer we are looking for? Indeed it is. Bhutan and Wales are the only two countries that have dragons on their flags. All right, KTG. With that, you have to choose 16, 21. You basically have to choose one of the either, let's see, 5, 10, 15,
facts,
16, 21, 22. Those are the only ones you can choose.
I like dragons, blackjack, 2-1,
KTG takes number 21 off the board.
1-8,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the next question, which is as follows. The first Winter Olympic Games to be held outside of North America or Europe were held in which city? The first Winter Olympic Games to be held outside of North America or Europe were held in which city? And your choices are as follows. Tokyo, Japan, Seoul, South Korea, Osaka, Japan, or Sapporo, Japan. The first Winter Olympic Games to be held outside of North America or Europe were held in which city? Tokyo, Japan, Seoul, South Korea, Osaka, Japan, or Sapporo, Japan. Again, this is open to everybody on the channel at the moment. Flop in first with Sapporo. Is it Sapporo, Japan? Indeed it is. It is 9, I think. Winter Olympics 9. Somebody might have to look that one up for me because I don't remember that one off the top of my head. All right, Flop. You have taken the square. You can pretty much take 4, 14, 19, 11, 16, or 22. So basically the only ones you cannot, well, no, I'll take that back. The only squares you cannot choose at the moment is this one and this column. 24 through, and anything that ends with a 5 or a 0. Because I think everything else could lead to a capture. I'm checking to make sure I'm not missing one. Yes.
One
So you-
nine.
Number 19 for Flop. All right, Flop takes number 19. And that means the next question will be coming up. Now, what was the name of the planned World War II invasion for the invasion of the Japanese mainland had they not surrendered following the use of the atomic bomb? What was the name of the planned World War II invasion for the mainland of Japan had Japan not surrendered following the use of the atomic bomb? And your choices are as follows. Was it Operation Olympic, Operation Worm, Operation Overlord, Operation Dynamite is temporarily locked out?
Operation Breakdown.
So it's down to Flop and Yoda.
No.
Flop says it is Operation Dynamo. Is it Operation Dynamo? No, it is not. Yoda?
I'm a downfall.
You are the last eligible answerer at the moment. If you miss, you're locked out. Everybody else is back in. So, Yoda's Dream Girl, is it Operation Olympic? Operation Hailstorm? Is it Operation Hailstorm? No, it is not. KTG, everybody is back in now. Is it Operation Olympic or Operation Overlord? Fatality says it's Overlord. Is it Overlord? No, it is not. So whoever gives me the correct answer right now has got it. Correct, KTG. It is indeed Operation Olympic. Operation Olympic was the name of the planned invasion that Truman and company definitely did not want to do because they had some very high casualty numbers on their reports. KTG, with that, my dear, you may choose 5, 10, 15. You basically can choose anything in the right-hand column. 5, 10, 15, 20, or 25. $25 she is going to take. With that, she captures Flop's second square. Well, she didn't really have a choice. She was going to capture one of the two, Flop. And with that, we go to the next question. What is the nickname for the Arizona State college teams? An easy one snuck in if you know college sports.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, J-Dub, how we doing? What is the full nickname of the Arizona State college teams? Is it the Wildcats, the Lobos, the Sun Devils, or the Cardinals?
Sun Devils. Sun Devils.
KTG in first. It was indeed the Sun Devils.
Good, thank you.
And with that, KTG, you have three choices. 5, 10, or 15.
Sun Devils. I knew that.
Like I said, I think a couple of easy ones snuck in. I don't know how they snuck in because, like I said, I was looking for harder questions.
Go Tech.
But apparently, I got to find some harder questions. The Lobos are New Mexico. The Wildcats are Arizona. And I think I made the last one up. I can't remember what I just had for the last one. I try not to remember the wrong answers. I try not to. Sometimes I do just because they're there. Which boxing trainer was said to be the Achilles heel for Muhammad Ali, as he was the trainer for 4 of the 5 men to ever beat Ali? 5 men have beaten Ali. Which boxing trainer trained 4 of them and was known as Muhammad Ali's Achilles heel? Your choices are as follows. Is it Eddie Fuchs, Emmanuel Stewart, Freddie Roach, or Ignacio Beristain? Is it Eddie Fuchs, Emmanuel Stewart, Freddie Roach, or Ignacio Beristain? Which boxing trainer was said to be the Achilles heel of Muhammad Ali, as he was the trainer of 4 of the 5 men who have beaten Ali? Fatality in first with Ignacio Beristain. No, it is not Beristain. It's So Fatality is temporarily locked out. KTG, Yoda, and Flop.
Chicken wings.
I could live with that for an Achilles heel. I really could. Alright, I think I'm having one of my moon pies. KTG says it's Eddie Fooch. Is it Eddie Fooch? Indeed it is. Was that knowledge KTG a guess or a Google search? I'm just curious. Beristain is a Mexican-American trainer, modern history.
I'm having brain farts tonight.
Stewart, I'm trying to remember who I had, who Stewart was
Flop,
coaching.
you're making me want chicken wings.
Stewart was Jack Johnson's, I think, and Freddie Roach he's more modern. I think if I have him right in my head.
I knew the 5 men but didn't know the trainer, but knew it was Frazier's for sure. I know these.
Alright, KTG, with that, which square would you like to choose? And pretty much all squares are available to you at the moment. Number 4. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the next question. The main aircraft of the Soviets during World War II was the IL-2. What did IL stand for in that name? The main aircraft of the Soviets during World War II was the IL-2. What did the IL stand for in the name of that aircraft? And your choices are as follows.
Agency from Buffalo Wild Wings, oh yeah.
Ilyusha, Ilyushin, Ilgo, or Iliad? Now you guys are going to have to make sure you kind of spell this one right.
Interleukin.
Because a lot of them are very similar.
Ilyushin. Ilyushin.
KTG in first with Ilyushin. It was indeed the Ilyushin. Alright, KTG. All the squares are available to you, my dear. Which one would you like? Number 10.
1-0.
Number 10 off the board. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think we're down to 3 before we get to the rescue square. And I think the rest of the guys might need it. The Great DeVito once set the world record when he successfully had 108 watts spinning in motion at the same time. The Great DeVito once set the world record when he successfully had 108 watts spinning in motion at the same time. And your choices are as follows. Tops, coins, yo-yos, or plates.
Plate.
Fatality says plates. And it is indeed plates.
Plates.
The Great DeVito once had 108 of them spinning on poles at one time. And that was the official record. So Fatality back on the board. Fatality, you can pretty much choose any remaining square. Which one would you like, my friend?
1-4.
Number 14. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, look, it's not all white this time. All right, ladies and gentlemen. The next question. German designer Yuya Yoshida in 2011 once made a sofa that was constructed of over 8,000 watts. German designer Yuya Yoshida in 2011 once made a sofa that was constructed of over 8,000 watts. Was it Legos, matches, nail files, or chopsticks? KTG in first with
Chopsticks.
chopsticks. Was it indeed chopsticks?
Are you guys reading my mind of what number to pick?
Indeed it was chopsticks. KTG. So with that, my dear, you may choose number 15 or number 20. See, I thought that was a harder one, and she came up with that one fairly quick after the multiple choice answers showed up. Because, see, I would have, if I had seen the question, my first guess would have been Legos.
Finger like Mutumbo 15.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for one of the key questions. Question number 20. Whoever gets this question correct, which means I will hold off a little longer on doing the multiple choice on this one, will be able to change any one of KTG squares back to a gray square. So the other three players, if you get this, think about your strategy.
Those are fun.
So here is the question. William Randolph Hearst was expelled from Harvard halfway through his first year when he gave what adorned item to each of his professors? William Randolph Hearst was expelled from Harvard halfway through his first year when he gave what adorned item to each of his professors? So again, I'm going to hold off on giving the multiple choice so you guys can think about this one for a minute because it is very, very important. It is pretty much the key question for the board. If whoever gets this right, unless it's KTG, because obviously she doesn't have one to change back to neutral.
Chamber pots.
Will be able to basically flip one of the others. Oh, KTG jumping in already. She's not wasting any time. Let's see if chamber pots is one of the options. Indeed it is.
Chamber pots. Bedpans.
And is it chamber pots? Indeed it is. It is indeed chamber pots. And with that, we don't change anything back from white, unfortunately. KTG, you basically get to pick one of the remaining numbers on the board.
I wanted to do the 2. LOL.
I don't think I ever really had any. Other than the one that had the super hard differential equations math class at like 8 o'clock in the morning.
1-1.
Number 11.
Yay chicken. Emoji poultry.
All right, guys. She is making this like really difficult at the moment, if not impossible. 5.
I want chicken wings.
He's trying to distract you, KTG, so he can get some questions in there right. According to the reports,
I am back.
what radio program was Jules Rosenberg listening to when the FBI arrested him for espionage? According to the reports, What radio program was Jules Rosenberg listening to when the FBI arrested him for espionage? And the choices are as follows. Was he listening to Bonanza, Gunsmoke, War of the Worlds, or The Lone Ranger? According to the FBI reports, what radio program? Flop says War of the Worlds. Is it War of the Worlds? No, it is not War of the Worlds.
Yup.
He was not listening to War of the Worlds.
I think I know KTG next.
So Flop is temporarily locked out. Hey, Sal, how are things going, my friend?
Lone Ranger.
Flop, you're locked out at the moment. Temporary locked out because you gave me a wrong answer.
Ranger. Good.
So KTG, Yoda, and Fatality. Was it Bonanza, Gunsmoke, or the Lone Ranger?
Ranger.
Fatality says the Lone Ranger.
Watching your shows.
And indeed it was the Lone Ranger. All four were actual legitimate radio programs during that time period. And Fatality, with that, my friend, you get to make the next choice. And if you don't pick one or two numbers, I would be really, really surprised.
Yay, Fatality. I am the Rebel Screw Rangers.
Number 24, Fatality. Now, believe it or not, KTG cannot run the board. There is no way she can steal that one from you, Fatality, because all her colors are locked in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the next question. What profession's patron saint is Saint Apollonia? What profession's patron saint is Saint Apollonia? And the choices will come up in a moment. Is it dentists, truckers, veterinarians, or teachers? Which profession's patron saint is Saint Apollonia?
Dentist.
KTG says it is dentists. Is it dentists? Indeed, it is, KTG. It is indeed dentists.
I'm Catholic. Come on now.
All right, KTG.
It's very rude to read over my shoulder, but it's easier than reading inside your coffin.
So, KTG, you have 4 numbers to choose from. Which one would you like? 16, 22, 23, or 24? Oh yeah, see, this is the other thing they stuck in the battle bin bag. It was like a bunch of bags. I'm thinking somebody goofed and gave me a bunch of bags instead of one of the items they said was in the box. KTG takes number 16 off the board, keeping Fatality from flipping the row on her. All right, we're down to the last 3 questions. And yes, there's a reason I go through all of them, because the bonus game involves what is all the boards. Scotsman Kirkpatrick Macmillan invented what mode of transportation in 1839? Scotsman Kirkpatrick Macmillan invented what mode of transportation in 1839?
15.
Did he invent the motorized scooter, the paddle boat, the horse-drawn carriage, or the pedal bicycle? Did he invent the motorized scooter? The KTG in first with bike.
Bicycle.
I will take that.
Bicycle. Bicycle.
Did Kirkpatrick Macmillan invent the bicycle?
Pedal.
Indeed he did. He invented the pedal bicycle.
Boo.
And KTG, you got 3 options left. 22, 23, or 24. Which one would you like, my dear?
Two, 3.
23. All right, we're down to the last 2 questions of the main board.
Buffalo chicken, emoji poultry leg.
Fossilized remains of the Eoraptor, or Eoraptor, I can't remember which way to pronounce it, believed to be the earliest known dinosaur,
that's not phasing me right now,
were found in which country? Fossilized remains of the Eoraptor, believed to be the earliest known dinosaur, were found in which country? Was it Paraguay, Argentina, Chile, or Peru? KTG in first with Argentina. Was it Argentina? Indeed, it was Argentina.
Don't cry for me. ... Of course, don't cry for me.
All right, KTG, 22 or 24? Which one would you like, my dear? Number 24.
2-4.
24 it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the next question on the board. When you have 2 people in competition with one another,
Not like this.
it's called a duel. What is it referred to when there are 3 people in competition? So when you have 2 people in competition with one another, it's called a duel. What is it referred to when there are 3 people in competition? Is it a triumvirate, a truel, a tripartite, or a trieste?
Skirmishes.
Is it a triumvirate, a truel, a tripartite, or a trieste?
LOLKTG.
A trieste.
Trieste.
No, it is not a trieste. Flop. You are locked out at the moment. So Yoda, KTG, fatality. KTG says it's a truel. Is it a truel? Indeed it is. KTG ran the board tonight as we give her box number 22. All right, it's going to take me a second to clear all the ones I can remove. So give me 1 minute, KTG, while I start clearing. Ooh, why did you do that? All right, KTG, we are about to show you a picture of all the square with all the squares that you claimed off the board.
Wow, I totally fell on my face with that one.
All right, there is the picture. So I'm hoping you can see. I know it's a little bluish. I apologize. Blue and gray do not come across real well. As you can see, there's only one square on the board you are not going to be able to see. All right, so we're going to get rid of... We're not worried about question 26. 26 is the question... 26 and 27 are questions that basically don't get used because KTG got question number 20 correct. So we're going to erase these. All right, KTG, you're definitely getting one number off the vault. I'm going to give you 3 questions about this picture you see in front of you. Okay? There are no multiple choices on the 3 bonus questions. Every question you get right is 1 extra number off the vault. So this is the picture you are looking at. Memorize it well because the first question will cover up half the picture. Here is question number 1. And for some reason, it's blank.
That's not my grandpa. Nice try, Da Saints fan.
This
LOL.
gentleman is an
Chicken wings
author.
brought to you by KTG. Emoji face with
Who is the author's picture that we just showed you? The picture was of an author. Who is the author that we just showed you the picture of? Like I said, I'm going to fix this so that the question covers the picture entirely because it's going to involve some memorization. But right now it's taking out the top half of the picture, which is, in my opinion, the important half of the picture. This was an author. Do you know who the author was that was in that picture? I don't know why it left it blank. It shouldn't have, but it left it blank because that's supposed to be what's in that square. Because it's basically supposed to be memorize the picture because the picture is going to disappear. This is where I tweaked it from the original game. The picture that you just saw, KTG, was an actual author. Do you know which author it was? She doesn't know.
I know this homie. I've never seen this guy before.
It was Vladimir Nabokov. Vladimir Nabokov. There we go. Vladimir Nabokov was his name. All right. He's a Russian author.
Fatalities
He is best known for writing what erotic book now considered a mainstay of literature? He's a Russian author. He is best known for writing what erotic book that is now considered a mainstay of literature?
That sure is Vladimir. With his face ass. Lol. Dude, that was Lolita.
That was indeed Lolita. Oop. And for some reason, I gotta erase these. Damn it. Alright, question number 3, KTG. For some reason it doesn't come up, but I'll fix that later. This author, Vladimir Nabokov, had a number of creatures named after him due to his hobby of choice. What type of creatures did he have named after him? He had a number of creatures that were named after him due to his hobby of choice. What type of creatures did he have named after him? Butterflies is indeed correct, my dear. His big hobby was Lepidopterity. I think that's how you pronounce it. Which is basically the study of butterflies. So congratulations, my dear. You didn't get his name on the picture, which is always, I think, the hardest one when I put these together. Because the first question is very, very vague. It'll be basically, he's an author, he's an actor, he's something of that sort. That's all it's going to ever say. So with that, my dear, you have successfully claimed three numbers off the vault tonight. So KTG, with that, what 3 rows would you like me to remove some numbers from?
Two, 5, 3, 3.
Well, you got to remove your 3 numbers first.
Oh wait, ha ha ha.
Now she's going to shoot herself if I don't remove those numbers from the board. And they're the right ones, and she changes it, like Fatality did.
Those are my measurements. The last row.
Alright, all 3 numbers from the last row. Alright, with that, KTG, we are removing the 1, the 3, and the 5. So we are down to, how many combinations do we have? 4, 7, 10, 8 is 56. Times 8, 448.
Why I can't safely change IT.
We are down to 2,688 valid combinations. We are down to 2,688 valid combinations. Is the vault number 3426? Da, 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 da.
This book holds the secrets of life. You take the secrets, I'll take your life.
That's my phone number. Is the answer you're a
Hey, Jan, how we doing today? It is not 3426 KTG, so the vault is still closed.
How cold is your mom's basement? Bored child in the room.
Yeah, boy child. Grow up, Jan, if that is you. So, sorry KTG, that is not the correct combination to the vault. But,
That's not young.
no, I didn't think it was. I was just going by the username, because I don't know why people think it's necessary to be, oh, what's the word? Copycats. All right, my dear. With that, it is time for you to select one of our 136, yes, 136 items in the treasure chest.
Cat copy. 5-2.
Alright, KTG has chosen treasure chest number 52. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. That's one reason I put the blue bars in there so I could see where it was faster. Alright, KTG, no matter what, this is getting added to your prize pile. The prize that you are claiming tonight is broken. Oh, I know why. Because I don't like when I mix and match slides. Oh, wow. The Jango Fett figure from Star Wars.
It's broken.
No, it doesn't like when I mix and match slideshows. The good news is you already got a big box because I think I can make this fit.
Lol. One day the Voltron will be mine. Emoji thumbs up sign. Hug KTG.
But yes, KTG. This thing is actually fairly large, so it's a good thing you've already got a very big box with a whole bunch of stuff in it. You are now the proud owner of the Jango Fett figure. Stands, there we go. He is 8.5 inches tall, removable feet and armor, and magnetic feet. I have never taken him out of the box. So as you can see, it is completely still sealed.
Damn, that's a big pickup.
Yes, it is. You just missed KTG winning this bad boy. I think right now he is the, not counting all the games I have sent to Mark.
That is awesome. Congratulations, KTG.
I think this is currently the second biggest prize I have ever sent out.
Sweet, how old is that?
Somebody got the Darth Maul.
Eat up my BBQ and Tapas, bro.
No, the Darth Maul hasn't gone out. How old is this? This is from 2008 Hot Toys. Whoop, nice. 2008 Hot Toys. So we have to put him in KTG's box over here. And I'm going to have to rearrange all the pirate stuff. Because he doesn't, he's too big for the box right now.
PowerPoint. Self-stock.
Yes, it is, South. Everything I run is pretty much PowerPoint presentations of some form. It's easier for me to work PowerPoint from back here than it is to run Flash stuff. Plus, I'd have to go in and go get the Shockwave software to program it, and then I'd have to set it up so I could run it from one screen.
To get my mind off of BS.
Uh-oh, what kind of BS, or should I ask?
Hey, Flop. How did you start this?
You mean the idea or the whole process? It depends on, like I said.
Point them out.
The idea came about
Hi, Stud.
in part. It came about in part because, and this is not to pick on any of the early streamers, other than like when I first started watching, there were basically 3 original streamers. There was Laura Croft. Wait, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. when I first started watching live from PlayStation, there were 5 original streamers, or 5 unique streamers. I won't say original. There was Nerdy, Moneymaker, Ron Mexico, Laura Croft, and the WCIS guys. Everybody else that was streaming at the time, so this shows you how long I've been doing this, was basically typically sitting on their couch, staring at their phone, and not interacting.
What is this light in this room I see?
Hey, Nerdy, how's it going? Yeah, it was like basically, because I finally replaced the light bulb overhead, because I really needed it, because I was going blind writing scores and stuff down. And on the description of the PlayStation, the Playroom was always make your own broadcast, make your own shows. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching streamers that are just basically sitting in front of the TV, staring off, or going to somebody else, and they weren't getting the chatters to interact. But yeah, Nerdy, it was like basically I got tired of going blind trying to write scores and keep track of stuff when I was doing the lists. So I finally had to stick the extra light bulb back up on the overhead. And like I said, there were only about 5 or 6 original. I mean, there were some people that did stuff that was different. There was some arts and crafts stuff. There were a few others. But most everybody that streamed on live from PlayStation basically was sitting back playing music. And it just got to me. It's like live from PlayStation says make your own TV show. Being a fan of growing up in the 70s and 80s, I was a huge fan of game shows. So it was basically, what do I know that I can put together? And it's like, right off the top of my head, it's game shows. The guys I know had the collection stuff covered. They had the cooking stuff covered. They had the drinking conversations covered. You had a few people that did the costumes. Back then, I think the only 2 people that really did costumes were Nerdy and Nikki. And I'm like, I don't want to do anything they're doing. So that's why you almost never see me do costumes anymore unless I bring out the professor. And I'm like coming up with something. And it's just like, it clicks. It's like, this is a TV, quote unquote, TV televised broadcast. And it's like, it's the easiest thing to broadcast. I know how to program the system. And it's like, boom, that's it. That's what I got to go with. And like I said, when we were back on the other U network, we won't say their name, because I think it treats it like, what's her name in the mirror? Bloody Mary. If you say Ustream too many times, it'll come out of the screen and grab you. So I don't say that word as often as I can. So we had, what did we have? We had 1,100 followers on the U thingy. I almost said it a second time. Ah! Bad. And we basically just ran with it. And we got the loyal followers, and then we get the people that just kind of drop in and out on occasion. And we've had some regulars that have kind of disappeared.
It was an accident.
For instance, Emery's Lady Dova, Kimberly, Quiet Turtle, Thug, and a few others that used to come in a lot just disappeared. And it's like, I could have one viewer on the channel. I'm going to put a game show together for you guys. It's one of those things. The TV stations don't stop their programming because they don't have anybody watching. They may cancel them at some point, but they don't stop running them.
I meant to say you are the Dick Clark of YouTube.
No, well, I am. See, my idol wasn't Dick Clark as a host.
What's up, Day Saint fan?
My idol as a host was Bill Cohen. Bill Cullen was my guy. Hey, D-Back, what's up?
I'll be your cowboy emoji face with stuck out tongue and winking eye. It's always fun and learn something. List wits will never die.
I hope not.
Excuses, excuses.
But no, Bill Cullen was my guy. If there was one game show host that I looked up to, it was Bill Cullen.
You did say that. I was not trying to call you a dick.
Oh, I know. Like I said, autocorrect is never friendly. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, KTG is the only one that is locked out of the open game tonight. And I don't remember which open game I picked. I will tell you guys right now, it is not the Halloween stuff. Like I said, my goal was to get one Halloween type, horror type game per night. But I didn't get enough of them finished yet. Right now I think I have All-Star Blitz done, Battle Stars done. Cash Trapped is done. No, I'm working on Cash Trap now. I'm trying to get the first one set up.
Good night, everyone. Thanks for all you do, Da Saints fan. Ooh, Richard Dawson. Bill Cullen was the first host of Price is Right.
Yes, he was. He is basically considered by many to be the godfather of American game show hosts. Hey, Macy, how we doing, my dear?
I like Richard Dawson.
Richard Dawson, Match Game, he was great. Family Feud, he was great. But it was almost like he kind of got trapped in those two. It's sort of like Paul Lynde. Paul Lynde, if you think of Paul Lynde, you think Center Square, Hollywood Squares, and that's it. And the thing is, he did like a lot of other stuff that people didn't know about. Before he did Hollywood Squares, he did a lot of drama. He did a lot of comedy. Now, see, I'll leave the kissing up to Dr. Jekyll. Oh, pardon me. Dr. Jekyll and his mustache rides. But to me, if you want great American game show hosts, because there are a couple of British ones I would take in a heartbeat. Bruce Forsyth, for instance. I'm drawing a blank on the name. The Pointless Host. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, we always do one closed game, and then we try to get one open game in. And as we went through those fairly quickly, or reasonably quickly, we're doing an open game tonight. And the open game is the Great Getaway Game. Now, this is another one I made some changes to, so you guys will have to bear with me a little bit.
Alexander Armstrong and Richard Oskin.
Thank you. I was trying to think of Alexander, and I was like, why can't I not think of his name now? I know his name, and it's like, I'm drawing a blank. But those are like two of my favorite British game show hosts. Bruce Forsyth, Alexander, and there's one more I really love, the Catchphrase host. And of course, my sweetheart on Only Connect. She's my sweetheart. She's lovable. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Great Getaway Game. Now again, because I'm trying to amp up the questions, we have made a couple of changes.
Roy Walker.
We have made a couple of changes to this. Questions in this game from now on will be multiple choice. So hopefully expect the questions to be a little bit harder to solve. But the principle is still the same, except I've gotten rid of all the photographs because of the screen settings and so on and so forth. So it will be back to text questions only for this game. Alright. The rule of the game is very simple. Under this board is a 5-letter or 6-letter word. It will run either up or down or up, left to right, or right to left. So for instance, there may be the word may be, it may be in this first column and it may go straight down the middle, straight down. It may be in this column and go straight up. It may be a 5-letter word that runs from 14 to 18. It could be a 5-letter word that runs from 18 to 14. Or it could be a 6-letter word that runs from 24 to 19 or even 1 to 6. You will be basically shown a set of questions. First player to answer the question will again be brought back to this board. They will choose one square off the board. That letter, that cover will be removed. It will reveal a letter. That letter may or may not be in the actual word. You have been given 2 hints to the word. We have a clue at the bottom. In this case, the clue is a fisherman's story. And the other clue is there is at least 1 letter A in the word. Okay? So again, remember, you have to answer the question right. If you answer the question right, we bring you back to this board. And you pick one number, and then basically take a guess at the word. Because again, if you guess, and you guess right, you win. You guess wrong, we just keep playing. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the first question. And your 4 possible answers are Mogul, Mojave, Sahara, and Sierra. Now remember, I don't lock you out. If you miss your guess, I will lock you out for this question and this question only. So whereas in the panel 25 game, you're locked out for this question and the next one, you are only locked out for this question. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is your first question.
Your book is moving, sir.
That's because the ghosts are here. It's October. I had to bring out a little bit of my Halloween stuff. Oh, see, because since we're not actually keeping score, we can actually do this number. There we go.
Old man, you're still up.
That's
Sahara.
Mark says it is Sahara. Mark is the first one in with Sahara. Is it Sahara? Indeed, it is Sahara. With its name coming from the Arabic word for desert, this area is made up of hard, rocky, barren plateaus called Hamada. Sand dunes form only a small part of the area. Where am I? I am in the Sahara. Alright, Mark. With that, you get to pick one number off the board. Number 10. Pick number 10 off the board, and we have an L. So if the word is involving that L, I'll read them off, HBK, don't worry. Like I said, because I forgot, like I said, with the new light, the gray I have to actually adjust the brightness on the TV for.
To dark.
Oh, like I said, I'll turn it back on in a minute. I will turn it back on in a minute. Don't worry. But this is going to be the Halloween type setup for most of October. Alright, anyway. just so you guys can see what I had planned,
To Brian.
at least for the Halloween week.
Damn, I got tricked. Sorry. We'll take a tip for 200, Alex.
All right, there we go. All right, Mark, you get one guess at the word. If you think the L is in there, use it. If you don't think it is,
Daily Boobs Nerdy. Lighthouse.
the clue is a fisherman's story, and we know there's an A in it.
KTG still here? Alibi.
Nope, it is not alibi. Nope, KTG says she was heading off to bed. Since she can't actually win this game, because it's basically if you win the first game, you're out the second game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the next question. And here are your choices. Poywick Inlet, Quansri Delta, Halong Bay, and Tierling Cove. So again, it's Poywick Inlet, Quansri Delta, Halong Bay, and Tierling Cove.
You sneaking in tongues again?
Nerdy jumping in early with Halong Bay. Is it Halong Bay? Indeed, Nerdy jumps in before anybody does. The question was, a UNESCO World Heritage Site in Quang Ninh Province, Vietnam. This area consists of over 3,000 monolithic limestone islands. Where am I? Ha Long Bay. So Nerdy jumps in, takes his chance. And Nerdy, with that, my friend, you get to choose the next number you would like to reveal.
Oh shit, good job, Nerdy. Suck it, Mark.
21. And 21 reveals a U.
Damn, the Jim Nerdy is here. Halong Bay. Hallelujah. Hyundai Metamucily.Coli Manning. Nerdy, you saw this before.
Brand new game. I just finished the questions for this last Tuesday. Or no. Previous Tuesday, because I was going to run this last Saturday and I just didn't do it. Because the match game ran so long. Alright, Nerdy, we're looking for a 5-letter or 6-letter word. We know there's an A in it. The clue is a fisherman's story. See, the thing is, I don't need the pen. I just kind of have it there.
Is it salmon?
Nope, it is not salmon. Although I like that guess. It definitely fits. You go from 12 to 7. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the next question. We have Mount Everest, Kanchenjunga, K2, and Mount Kailash. So we have Mount Everest, Kanchenjunga, K2, and Mount Kailash. And the question starts now.
Mount Everest.
South jumping in with Mount Everest. Is it Mount Everest? Indeed it is.
I will catch the Holy Ghost later on.
Known in Tibet as Chamalunga,
Mount
and known to the
Everest.
world prior to 1856 as Peak XV or Peak 15, this site sits on an international border
You're
between
trying
China
on, you dick.
and Nepal. Where am I? You are indeed at Mount Everest. South taking a chance and jumping in. That's the trick. If you think you know which one of the four it might be, you jump in. If you miss, you're locked out. All right, South.
I have no clue.
South, you get to pick one of the numbers on the board. Which number would you like us to remove?
I'm paying attention.
Now just remember, guys, there is one catch. Because the answers are on the screen first, spelling does matter on this one. Alright, you're going to go with number 12. And we have an A. So, this may be the A that has the word to it. You never know. So the word may be this one going down. It may be this one going up. It may be this one across. Or it may not be the A that is involved at all. There are multiple letters on the board. So South, we're looking for a 5 or 6 letter word that has the A in it. And the clue is a fisherman's story. Now, just to remind you guys, I don't take your answers until I actually start the black box for the question. Just to give you a warning. So do not forget that. Once I start the black box, your answers will apply. So South, we are looking for a 5-letter or 6-letter word.
Never good at crossword puzzles.
Wamble. Hey, Exxon, how are we doing today?
That's eternal sleep, complete with eternal nightmare.
So South, again, we're looking for a fisherman's story, a 5-letter or 6-letter word that has an A in it somewhere. And again, it doesn't hurt to guess, but if you want to pass, just say pass. But you never know. You may actually guess the word.
But still having a blast. Your book is moving again, sir.
Yes, the ghost. It's Bubble's spirit is what it is.
Yes.
She's not here. She's out doing her driving thing. All right. South is going to pass.
Into my business. I'm trying to run
Which means we're going to go for the next question.
Just become the tragic ending.
And the next question is, or the 4 answers are, the Philippines, Samoa, Fiji, and Guam. So we have Philippines, Samoa, Fiji, and Guam. And I will take the answers starting now.
Jizzy, ever feel like someone is in the room and trying to get your attention? Hey ha ha ha. Fiji. I told you, Jizzy. I'm using
South
my
taking a
freaking
chance
sis.
with Fiji.
Fiji.
This nation's not necessarily province contains the Sobe Basin, and its northernmost point is Udu Point. Is the correct answer. South took a chance. Is it Fiji?
Shut up. Always I have a Geist.
It is. It is indeed Fiji. South taking a gamble there again, and it pays off for him. South, you get to choose the next number you would like to remove from the board. So again, we are looking for a 5-letter or 6-letter word. The clue is a fisherman's story.
One six.
Number 16. Uh-oh, we got another A. So we got 2 A's on the board. So we could be looking at this A as being in the word, or this A being in the word.
She is doing pretty damn good writing in the ghost book then, huh?
All right, no guess from South again. And we go to the next question.
I am out.
Incheon Sea, East Sea, Taiwanese Sea, or Pusan Sea?
Don't encourage her, Yoda.
So we have the Incheon Sea, the East Sea, the Taiwanese Sea, and the Pusan Sea. And here is the question. You guys jumped in too early.
Pusan Sea. Pusan Sea. Well, now you
Also
know
known,
East Sea, emoji water wave.
you guys jumped in too quick. You gotta wait till I tell you that the question is open.
Pusan Sea.
Yoda says the Taiwanese Sea. That's the first answer I will take. Is it the Taiwanese Sea? No, it is not the Taiwanese Sea.
That's what she said.
Also known as the Sea of Japan, what sea connects to the Yellow Sea by the Korean Strait and has the island of Ulang Island in its boundaries? HBK said the Pusan Sea. Is it the Pusan Sea? No, it is not the Pusan Sea.
Ishin.
So Yoda and HBK are locked out at the moment. Fatality with Incheon Sea. Nope, it is not the you out.
East.
South gets it by default. It is indeed the East Sea. Again, if you're going to guess, you got to be you're taking a chance, because if you guess wrong, you're locked out of the question. South indeed gets the East Sea. All right, South, with that, my friend, you get to choose the next number off the board. So again, remember A, I will not take answers until I click the question button. Once I click the question button, then you can guess. If you guess wrong, you're locked out. And we have an E, so we got a few vowels up there for you, South.
I'm good with it, cause tonight is just not my night.
Well, you guys just ran into a buzzsaw with KTG in the 25 panel quiz game. Because remember, blame Hero. Hieroglyphic was supposed to be my number 4 player, and he never responded. Somebody said it before you, but they said it too early. Again, I don't take answers until I say that the question is coming. So even if after I read the four answers that are on the board, if you say them before I pop the black box up for the question, I won't take the answer. It's sort of like the lockout function. Basically, all the buzzers are locked out till the question appears.
Take it south. Where do you live? You look familiar.
Hey, DJ, how we doing tonight? I look familiar. I've been told that a bit.
Good in yourself. I was lockout south. Are you from NC?
Am I from national championships? No. We are in Missouri, DJ. And like I said, I don't hide it because basically if you guys win, you guys get packages from me all the time. Alright, South is going to pass again. And we are going to go to the next question. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have Keystone Canyon, Snake Canyon, Grand Canyon, and Ripigenus Gorge.
Oh, okay, Def don't know yet. Emoji face screaming in fear.
So we have Keystone Canyon, Snake Canyon, Grand Canyon, and Ripigenus Gorge. And the buzzers are unlocked now.
I am going with my gut.
Keystone Canyon, Snake Canyon.
Grand.
South is going to go with the Grand Canyon. Known as Omtupra in the Hopi language,
Snake Canyon.
this feature is not the deepest or widest. Well, let me let the question finish, because I see we got some different answers.
Repogynous.
Known as the Onkantuta in the Hopi language, this feature is not the deepest or widest, but it is at least 17 million years old. Where am I? South jumped in first with the Grand Canyon, the one that is most obvious to the world. Is it the Grand Canyon? Indeed, it is the Grand Canyon. South taking some gambles there.
Emoji right pointing back hand index, with light skin tone, emoji okay hand sign, with light skin tone, emoji aubergine, emoji splashing
All right, Sal.
emoji tongue, emoji face with open mouth.
You get to pick the next number off the board. Again, the clue is a fisherman's story. We know there's an A in the word. That's all we know right now.
Dang it, Jim was thinking of my beer. How am I getting these right?
Lucky guesses, Sal. Sometimes that's what it takes.
One.
Number 11.
Just go with it, South.
And we have a T. Oh, see, now it's getting interesting. There could be a word there. You never know. So the clue is a fisherman's story. So we could be looking at a 5 or 6 letter word going across that ends with LTA. Or we could be looking at a 5 or 6 letter word that runs across that starts with ATL. And the clue is a fisherman's story.
It's Saturday, right?
I hope it's Saturday, or I'm in serious trouble. Because if it was Friday, I didn't go to the office today. South goes with Alaska.
Yay.
No, it is not Alaska. Good guess, but it is not the word we are looking for. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are the next 4 clues. We have Iguazu Falls, Mondays Falls, Tres Hermanas Falls, and King Edward VII Falls. And here is the question. we have, again, Iguazu Falls, Mondays Falls, Tres Hermanas Falls, and King Edward VII Falls.
Falls.
All right, I see again. I see one guess from HBK, one from Fatality, one from Flop.
Monday logged me out.
On the 2011 list of the 7 Wonders of Nature,
Dang it, I'm buffering.
the name for this site comes from the Guarani or Tupi words for big water that lies on the border between Brazil and Argentina. Where am I? HBK says it's the Tres Hermanas Falls. Is it the Tres Hermanas Falls? No, it is not. Fatality says it is the Monday Falls. Is it the Monday Falls? Nope, it is not that either. Flop says it is the Iguazu Falls. Is it the Iguazu Falls? Indeed it is, which means Flop breaks South streak. And Flop, that means you get to choose the next number on the board. Hey Dave, how are we doing? I wasn't ignoring you. I was in the middle of a question. So I couldn't break my train of thought or I'd be in very big trouble. So Flop, you get to choose which number comes off the board next.
Nice Flop.
Flop goes with number 7.
Flop is my hero.
Oh, we got another A on the board, so we got at least 3 A's up there. So Flop, we're looking for a 5-letter or 6-letter word. It can go across, down, up, or backwards.
Buddy, hope all is well.
I am doing well, Kimosabi.
I am Dave too.
My realtor staff's cracked. I'm not happy. So Flop, we're looking for a 5-letter or 6-letter word from you. Again, the story is
Well, thanks, Sal.
a fisherman's story.
Hey, Super Dave. What up, Faith and David?
So we're waiting for a 5-letter or 6-letter word guess from Flop. Like I said, I see there are a few possible combinations of letters already on the board.
Flop, wake up.
Oh, he'll get to it, Sal. Trust me. See, that's one of the things I like about this kind of game. Is all it has been known where one answer can win you the game. Just A, on a lucky guess on the word.
No guess.
Or B, they start building it and you know what it is, and it's like, I just need one question to jump in. That's Mark. Mark lost the game to HBK, I think. No, Dr. Jekyll. He lost the game to Dr. Jekyll because Mark missed one question right at the end of the game. All right, no guess from Flop. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is the next set of answers. We have the Amazon River, the Mississippi River, the Yangtze River, and the Nile River. So, 4 very well-known rivers. And the question starts now. And that's one reason I delay the question starts now, is to kind of throw off some of the guesses.
Yangtze. Mississippi River. Amazon. Mississippi. Amazon.
So we got 3 of the 4. And there's the Nile guess from Yoda's Dream Girl.
Nile.
Just remember, HBK, take one guess, because if yours counts and you're wrong,
Nile River.
you're locked out. It is the world's largest in terms of drainage basin and covers 40% of the continent where it is located. 1 in 10 species of the world live in this area. Where am I? Flop said the Yangtze. Is it the Yangtze? No, it is not the Yangtze. Fatality said the Mississippi. Is it the Mississippi? It is not the Mississippi. South said it's the Amazon.
What up, bro?
Is it the Amazon? Indeed, it is the Amazon River. So, South, back in control of the board, my friend. And what number would you like us to remove from the board?
Argo.
Oh, I just realized. Ignore what I said, HBK, because somebody had already taken the Mississippi off of you. So your Mississippi guess wouldn't have counted.
9.
All right, South is going to take number 9. You guys are trying to clean out that road, see if there's a word across the middle. And we have another T. So I think we have eliminated... I'm trying to think of a word that would go across there. I'm trying to think of a word that would start with A, end with T, with this combination. Atlanta. And Tlala. Well, it can't be Atlanta, because Atlanta won't fit. All right, South, we're looking for a 5-letter or a 6-letter word from you. Or again, you can pass.
I just finally realized what is going on.
Dear Diary, today I took 3 more lives.
All right, South going to pass again.
Number 4 is reading what I write at this very moment.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the next question. And your choices are the Galapagos Islands, Lobos de Tierra Island, Isla Blanca, or the Easter Islands. So again, we got the Galapagos Islands, Lobos de Tierra Island, Isla Blanca, or the Easter Islands. And the question starts now. HBK is in with Easter.
Esther. Esther Island. Esther Islands.
Yoda in with Galapagos. A province of Ecuador. This is where Charles Darwin visited on his voyage of the Beagle and formulated his theory of natural selection. Where am I? HBK went with the Easter Islands. Is it the Easter Islands? No, it is not the Easter Islands. Is it the Galapagos Islands? Indeed, it is the Galapagos Islands. Yoda's Dream Girl gets it right. And with that, my dear,
Isla Blanca.
you get to make the next number selection off the board. It only took one game and 10 questions.
Yoda is wise.
All right, my dear. I haven't seen Miguel on yet tonight either. I need his address because I got the package that's got to go to him.
Nice, the force is strong with this one. Controller.
Number 29 for Yoda's Dream Girl. And we are going to reveal
Rest mode.
an eye.
Your PS4 is shutting off.
No, it'll stay on. I do need to plug the controller in, I think, because I think the battery's starting to go dead. Normally I'm paying attention to the screen, so. Alright, Mrs. Yoda.
Okay.
Again, we are looking for a 5-letter or 6-letter word, my dear. Yoda's Dream Girl goes with Atlas.
It's very rude.
Very good guess, but it is not the word we are looking
It's
for.
easier than reading inside your coffin.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the next question. And your choices are Dodoma, Ematai, Amabseli, and Serengeti. Dodoma, Ematai, Amabseli, and Serengeti. And I'm going to say, if you guys have heard of more than 2 of those, I would be surprised. But we shall see. And the question has started.
Dodoma.
So South with Dodoma, HBK with Amabseli.
Dodoma.
So South and HBK are locked in. Yoda with Serengeti.
Emutate.
And Fatality with Ematai.
Amabseli.
So the 4 answers are locked in, ladies and gentlemen.
Never heard of it. Emutate.
In the Maasai language, it means endless plains. It has a large lion population and is one of the best places to see them in their natural environment. Where am I? South went with Dodoma. Is it the Dodoma Plains? No, it is not the Dodoma Plains. HBK is in with Amabseli. Is it the Amabseli Plains? No, it is not. Yoda is in with Serengeti. Is it the Serengeti? Indeed it is. It is indeed the Serengeti. She went from a cold streak to 2 in a row. But yes, all 4 are actually plains in Africa. They are actually all 4 African plains. All right, Yoda's Dream Girl. You get to make the next number selection, my dear. Where would you like to go?
I am out of here.
All right, South, have yourself a good one, my friend. And always remember to use the little gray cells. Yoda's Dream Girl going with number 25. And we have an E. So we got a lot of vowels up here today. And the clue is a fisherman's story.
I will watch.
So just remember, that's your clue. The clue to the answer is A fisherman's story. So we could be looking at a word that has A for the second letter. A drops right down here. Could be an A going straight up that starts with an E. Let's see what else we got.
I predict Yoda is the winner.
Is it tails? No, it is not tails. I like the guess. It's a very good guess, actually, because it fits with the clue, and it has the A in it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the next question.
Confidence.
We have 2009, 2008, 2010, and 2007. So we basically know it's one of those four numbers. And the question starts now. So we will take the first four answers. South says 2008.
008.
Fatality in with 2007.
2007. 2008. 2009.
Rose in with 2009. In what year did Greenland gain its independence from Denmark?
2010. Never mind.
In what year did Greenland gain its independence from Denmark? South jumped in with 2008. Indeed, it is. Greenland did not gain its independence from Denmark until officially 2008. So, South, you got it right on your first guess. Breaking Yoda streak.
Emoji poultry leg wings.
South, what number would you like us to pull off the board? And as you guys see, like I said, good stuff does go out for these games. Because this is what KTG just won earlier tonight. And show it off one more time. She made off with the 8-inch Django Fett Jumbo Fett. Number 23 for South. All right, South, and we're revealing an S. So again, we are looking for a fisherman's story. And we know there's an A in there. So the A may still be behind number 5 and 17, which may put a word in there. Might be in one of these missing letters, put a word here. Could still be on the bottom row. You never know.
The force is strong in this one. Go far you shall.
So again, South, we're looking for a 5-letter or 6-letter word. Again, we are looking for a fisherman's story. See, once you start guessing, you're kind of hooked. This is the one thing I like.
Whale.
All right, South is going to go for whale. Is the word we looking for whale? Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed the whale. South, you have just won the Great Getaway Game. Congratulations, my friend. It was W-H-A-L-E, whale, and ignore the disappearing letters. I kind of forgot to reset that. South, congratulations, my friend. You have just won it. For a man that said A, he's got to go about 3 times, and then B, I'm going to just sit back and watch. He walks out with the win. Congratulations, my friend. You have just won the Great Getaway game. Which means...
I should have said that one first. Nice job, Sal.
And the idea was, if you've ever heard a typical seafaring song, it's a whale of a tale. And that's where the clue came from. All right, congratulations, South. Now we got 2 more pieces of business that we have to take care of for you, my friend. And ironically, this is probably to your advantage. There is no bonus game on the vault, which means is I got to remove the ones that we did earlier. You automatically get to remove 4 numbers from the vault tonight because, again, I don't have a bonus game set up for this. So, Sal, you may pick any one of any 4 rows. In other words, if you would like to remove a wrong number from row 1, you tell me row 1. If you want to remove 2 numbers from row 2, you tell me 2 in row 2. If you want to remove 1 from each, you say row 1, row 2, row 3, and row 4. But you get to pick 4 rows. So you can say row 1, row 3, 1, 4. Row 4. And we will remove an incorrect number from the vault. So for instance, if you said row 2 from 2 and 2 from 3, we would remove 2 incorrect numbers from this row and 2 incorrect numbers from this row. So South, well, don't go yet, man, because if you go, I got to give you your prize. You basically have won something. All right, row 1, because we got two quick items to take care of, and we'll make sure we do it quick. All right, how many would you like me to remove from row 1? We can remove 1, 2, 3, or 4. Remember, you're going to get 4 numbers off.
One, 3, 4, 6.
So again, 4 rows. You can take them all off of 1 row. You can spread it out.
Emergency.
Oh, it's an emergency. Okay, I'll tell you what. We will take care of whatever you do. And basically, if you're not back when we wrap things up, because we're getting ready to wrap things up, make sure you stop by Tuesday, and we will guarantee you a prize choice. Because, oop, wrong button. Because you definitely guaranteed
And so you know, South, you have messaged your address to him as well.
Well, like I said, I will write it down. IM me on PSN, and I'll do like a quick broadcast tomorrow just for this to get you set up.
I'll be a witness.
But yeah, make sure you like I said, if you got to go, fine. And we will take care of you Tuesday. If you get back before I wrap things up, drop back in. Because like I said, I'm going to wrap things up. Let's see. So you definitely get to do a prize selection. And 4 numbers from the vault. So there's the note, just so you can see I've got it. And like I said, just drop back in. Like I said, IM me and I'll take care of it and all that good stuff. like I said, trust me, the stuff will get
I'll
awarded.
be a witness to South.
You don't have to worry about that, South. Like I said, I got people that are waiting on these
I
packages,
saw he won as well.
and those I still gotta send them out. I will get them sent out. But like I said, you can ask Fatality, you can ask HBK, you can ask J-Dub, you can ask Big Daddy Juggalo, Nerdy, Flop, KTG, Mark, Chris. I got a whole list of names of people I've actually sent stuff to. I got like 3 boxes I got to get to. Miguel didn't drop in tonight because I still need Miguel's address. Got the package for HBK. Yoda, I don't know. Have you won anything yet, Yoda? Yeah, that's the one thing I have never had to worry about. Anybody that gets on here has been fair sports, and if
Not yet, sorry.
oh, it'll come. It will come. Like I said, especially because, like I said, I got a new pattern for selecting players for the main game. It's basically I pick people that haven't really won before, so it's almost like a guaranteed winner thing. So, like I said, if you show up and you haven't ever won before for the close game, you'll get a shot. It's guaranteed. That's one reason I started going to the selection list. So let's see. Today happened to be different because Fatality and Flop. I'm trying to remember if I sent anything to Flop yet.
That's what's good about all of this. What America is all about. Truth, love, emoji heart symbol, all of y'all, emoji thumbs up sign, emoji thumbs up sign.
Flop, have I sent you anything yet? Have you won one yet? I can't remember. I'm trying to think.
I am just off today is all. It's all good.
Plus, you ran into the buzzsaw known as KTG. And like I said, blame Hieroglyphic because he was my first choice because I know I'd never sent him anything. And the only other person that was in the channel at the time participating.
I have a championship baseball game on Monday, so hope.
Oh, that's right. You did get the Lariat Rhodes book. I was wondering where that went because I'm going through my prize list. And I had like 3 things on the prize list that were gone. And I'm like, oh shit, please tell me I haven't lost them again.
KTG and Mark get me every time.
Well, KTG and Mark are typically limited to the open games. And it's not because I don't want to lock them out. It's just because they get so many items that when I do the closed games, they're kind of like at the bottom of my list for those. Unless somebody backs out. For instance, like I said, tonight Hyro was supposed to be one of the players.
The answer is pine.
And he jumped in and he said something at the start of the chat. And I gave him like 3 minutes to say, I'm in. And he just never responded. And it just so happened that the only other 2 people that were active on the chat at the time were Emmingham and KTG. And Emmingham kind of disappeared. So it kind of got defaulted to KTG on that one. That is one reason, ladies and gentlemen, if you've never won before, please try to show up early to get your best chance to get into a game where you're going to have as good a chance, if not better, than anybody else to win something. Because like I said, I always try to get my players that have never won the closed game, so it's basically as many times as I can a first-time winner. That's my goal. I want to give this out to everybody.
Still enjoy the show.
I thought wait, are you sure, J-Dub? Because I am pretty sure you were on my list. Let me go find my winners list. Hold on. Because I actually have a full winners list. Hey, Smoothie, how are we doing, my friend?
Hello, Daysay fan.
But yeah, it's like I said, that's why I try to get the close game early. Where's my winners list? Let's see, Ron Mexico, Bros, Poets Corner, Flop, Chris Mark, KTG, Emery's, HBK and Canadian Chris. Big Daddy
I
Juggalo,
don't think so.
Rhino,
I
Jimmy
will
Ham,
always try to
Nerdy,
be here
Turtle,
on Saturday, Tuesdays, but
Fatality,
son has
Chris and
football.
Trenzor, Vinny, Tarfinger, Taps, Heroes. Nope, you're definitely not on the list yet then, J-Dub. So that means you got to make sure to show up for the early game, because that'll like kind of put you in on the close game for the Saturday game.
Sweat, I love pie in the face.
But ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare to wrap things up, I'm giving South a chance to see if he'll come back in.
Love to you both.
I want to thank you guys for joining us. We are the only live interactive game show network on Live from PlayStation and YouTube. We are here. We try to be here every Tuesday, every Saturday, unless for an active God, an active work, or an active wife. I will let you guys know that not this week, but next week.
Take care, everybody.
I will probably not be on Tuesday because we have some major projects that are going on in October. So, not this coming Tuesday, but next Tuesday I will probably not be on, and I don't think I'll be able to do a makeup show. Please remember to if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Great
let me know.
As always, MR list.
As I'm going to check out Smoking Gamers YouTube stuff today, and if I like what I see on your streams, I try to put an ad together for you guys.
Later, everyone.
Now that you're here, Macy, I've got you and Fishstick 2 different nights lined up for guest hosting. I will send you the emails on the approximate dates to see if you are available. If not, I'll rearrange my list. I know Nerdy's Buddy will be first. I think Nerdy's Buddy's in about 3 weeks. I think. And then I think I've got you like 2 weeks after that. So somewhere around November-ish. That's if I don't change the order of my list.
David, here's the pie.
But ladies and gentlemen, as I always say, the one thing we try to do on the show is we could try to give you a little entertainment, sometimes a little laugh, sometimes some very bad jokes. But that's just because my humor is that dry. But we try to entertain, we try to educate a little. We will be back on Tuesday.
Okay, that'd be cool.
I lost my train of thought. Damn it. We'll be back on Tuesday with the list. Hopefully, I mean, like I said, I'm going to try to start working on these soon. We will start doing the Halloween horror games. And basically what it is all the questions will be related to Halloween, horror films, horror books, monsters, monster movies, B movies, A movies, so on and so forth. I got a few more games I got to get worked in. I got a few more lists I got to work on. But as it is October, as it is Halloween month, as you guys see,
Come closer. Curious about my book?
we brought in the ghost.
It tells the story of your
Emoji face with stuck out tongue and winking eye.
Like I said, the catchphrase that we have always used is use the little gray cells. They're the best thing that you have to go with. And we try to help you do that as much as we can. Sometimes it's a blowout. And sometimes it's just, it's really, really tough. And sometimes it's lucky guesses like South had today. So South, hopefully, if you're not back, you're catching the archive. I'm gonna try to send you a message on YouTube after the broadcast. I got a few people I'm gonna watch to get your information, as well as to try to make sure you're here on Tuesday. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, we get ready to wrap things up. 10:30. We're a little early tonight. Wow, because normally we run about 4.5 hours. I think I've run out of things to say. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's a good thing. With that, as always, you can't win if you don't play. And I try to get out as many things to as many winners as possible. So, as always use the little gray cells. You can work this out all you want, and it's very important. But none of this doesn't matter. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna wish you guys a good night.
Have a great night.
And we will see y'all on Tuesday with the list.